Hi everyone, this is Annindita Palaus, and today I wanted to record this brief little video teaching you a very simple and a very effective NLP technique. NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming, and I am an NLP practitioner and a life coach, and I often use these techniques in my coaching sessions with my clients. And this is a very simple and a very effective NLP technique, and Tony Robbins is well known for using NLP, especially the anchoring. What an anchor really is just imagine an anchor in a boat. What does an anchor in a boat does? It anchors it to the ground so the boat does not go floating anywhere else. It just keeps it there. So an NLP anchoring technique is also the same. It anchors you to a certain emotion. And so you might be wondering that, how is that helpful? Well, it is helpful in situations such as, let's say, public speaking. Some people are really scared of public speaking or performance or maybe interviews, whatever it is. And when you want to get over that fear of public speaking or facing an interviewer or doing a presentation to a group of people or whatever it might be that you are afraid of, as long as it is not something that is seriously life-threatening, that can actually get you killed, because then in that case, it is not a great idea to be using NLP anchoring to get over that fear, because that fear is actually serving you, it is keeping you alive. So in that case, it is much better to actually be safe. But for situations where you are not going to get killed, where you will not die if you don't, speak properly, or if you don't give the presentation perfectly, or if you say something incorrectly, you are not going to die. It's not life-threatening, but to some people it feels as if they're going to die if they have to speak publicly. So in situations like that, when you want to feel confident, when you want to feel like just being yourself, when you want to feel 100% sure and certain of yourself, then anchoring can be a very useful and effective technique. And what it involves is just going into your memory and picking any event or any situation or circumstance which you actually experienced in your past when you felt 100% sure and certain of yourself, when you felt very confident. And then just go back to that memory and relive that memory again. And feel those feelings in your body, feel those emotions in your body, how it felt. And just live it as if it was happening right here, right now. So literally, if there were people in the surroundings, then here, what were they talking about? How were they looking at you? How were they behaving with you? How did your voice sound like? How were you standing? How were you sitting? How did it feel like to be in your body back then? Did you smell any fragrances in the environment? Were there certain colors, certain sounds? Just get very mindful of each and everything in the environment that is happening. And once you are fully in that memory, you're feeling that feeling again, now intensify it even more. Make everything even more brighter and vibrant. Enhance the sounds, enhance the colors, enhance the smells in the environment if there is any. And now imagine this particular emotion having a sound. It could be maybe a drum beat. It could be maybe piano. I don't know. Just pick any instrument of your choice. Imagine it having a sound. Imagine it having a color. Imagine it having a texture. And imagine that you have like a radio button, like a dial, like a tuner, and you can literally amplify these sounds, these emotions, the colors. And now slowly start turning up the dial. So start amplifying the emotions, the sounds, the fragrances, the colors, and amplify it and make the picture bigger and larger in your mind. And when it is big, like a movie theater, the screen of a movie theater, just imagine you becoming part of this movie that you are watching in your mind, just being one with it. And amplify this, the volume, the sound, the colors, everything, the emotions, amplify them to the maximum. And now that you are at the peak of the experience, this heightened experience, just use some kind of a symbol, some kind of a gesture that would be your anchor. Something very simple could be just touching 3 fingers together, or maybe just 2 fingers together, It could be your right hand, left hand, both the hands, does not matter. It could be something simple like maybe touching your ears slightly, maybe just touching your neck slightly, maybe scratching your head. It doesn't have to be something specific. Just pick anything. And now that you have done this, repeat this a few times. And I would suggest repeat this over and over a few weeks, maybe even a month. Do this a few times every day. You don't have to spend hours doing this exercise, but do this like 3, 4, 5 times every day. Spend some time doing this. And work on this thing. Work on any of your fears or phobias that you might have, that you want to get over. Like public speaking or fear of performance. That is like one of the biggest fears that people generally tend to have. And create an anchor for yourself. You could even create an anchor for yourself for meditation. One of the common problems that people often face when they begin meditating is they complain that their minds are so chaotic, there are so many thoughts that they are not able to focus, they are not able to calm themselves down. So you can even create an anchor for your meditation. Just go back to a memory when you felt very calm and very relaxed. Maybe it was a massage session. Maybe it was a Reiki session that you got. Maybe it was an acupuncture or acupressure session. Whatever it was. And create an anchor for yourself for that particular feeling. And once you have repeated the anchor over and over, your brain starts creating a new neural pathway. Your brain literally learns, or it builds this new muscle memory. And then next time when you have to do a public performance, maybe do a presentation or talk to a big group of people, right before you do that, just use your anchor. You don't have to do the whole visualization then. If your anchor is just touching 2 fingers together, you will just touch the 2 fingers together. And those feelings will automatically be generated in your body. Your brain will know that. It's like the Pavlov's experiment with the dogs. Every time the dogs heard a bell, they thought that they had a treat. The brain is exactly like that. You can train your brain like that. So every time you use your anchor, your brain will automatically trigger that particular emotion or reaction. And you can have a number of different anchors created for yourself depending on what the situation is. If the situation calls for feeling peaceful, relaxed, calm, and centered, you could have one anchor for that. If the situation calls for feeling energetic, enthusiastic, and on your peak state because you have to perform somewhere, you could create an anchor for that. So I hope that technique was helpful. And if you like this video, then like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And I will be back soon with more videos and some awesome, cool new tricks. Bye for now.